I realised I never showed a video look through of my 2013 December Daily album. So while I've got the tripod all set up, it involves washi tape because we're oh so technical here. I thought I'd show a look through of this album too. The album itself, a 6x8 album, is from Studio Calico's December Daily kit of that year. I've embellished with some watercolours on some of the stars and added ribbon. Probably haven't looked at this album for over 12 months. Just pulled it down off the shelves and had a quick flick through, and I love it. There's something to be said about the time. So all those pages you don't quite love and the decisions you've agonised over to do this, to do that, you just look at it down the track a bit with a bit of time and you're not noticing that. You're just getting the overall impression, and it can be magical. It really can. There's some gold foil paper that I cut with my silhouette. Printed on vellum, some December sentiments. This is some memorabilia. A shopping day in the city with a friend. We completed a kids activity. This is a certificate, so I've used that to create a page. Backed it for the next day. This was a pretty lousy photo, so I printed it on vellum. I think it adds a great effect. Comes two-sided too. In this envelope, which I've attached with some attachers, I think they might have been basic grey. Need to add a bit more adhesive actually. This is a Christmas letter that my mum writes each year. I've covered the adhesive of the envelope with some washi tape and added some pattern paper as a lining. A wood veneer ho 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 piece that I've inked on both sides. Transparency from Basic Grey, I believe. Ali Edwards template. I like using those each year, using the two different pockets for two different elements. This is a page in business cards here from a big market I went to, the advertising brochure in the middle. Template on a 6x4 to include a lot of photos. It was my brother-in-law's birthday, so we all had to dress up. This is actually the back of packaging that my sister used on my Christmas present of that year. So I've added a photo, and this is a page, very simple, but I just love this effectiveness, I think. And it's something that's easy to scale up and down, so it's something I want to remember for my December Daily this year, which will be in a 5x7 size. Cut down here, and originally a 6x8 template, page pocket, I've cut down to 8x3 as an insert. Created a tab for journaling. Actually cut the pocket smaller there too to make it easier to add in and out. Stamping straight on the photo. That's just a piece of cardstock with some letter stickers. It's a vellum page, pattern vellum, with some glitter paper from from American Crafts. A printable online. Another envelope, so nice simple word art there. In this envelope I've added recipes, printed on cardstock, double-sided, with some washi tape for embellishment. Over here, a transparency piece, added a photo of my Christmas tree. I'm always quite proud of my Christmas tree. It's from a place setting from a dinner party at a friend's house. This is one of the pages that I agonised over, this needs a border, or I should have done this, or should have done that. In the album now, don't care, story recorded, done. This is actually a page design that I'd like to remember too, so using 3 photos, varying sizes, just fill in the gap with some pattern paper, simple embellishment. I think it looks quite effective. Again, easy to use on any size page. This design was based on a sketch from simplescrapper.com. Here The calendar was cut out on my silhouette, backed with pattern paper, and I've stamped all the dates. Some more of that gold foil, backed with vellum here. Created this frame on the calico and backed them with photos as well. Making my Christmas cards here. Older Studio Calico frame, transparency that came in the kit there. Just layered off centre is one of my favourite ways to use these frames. Some journaling cards, pattern paper, pattern cards. This is an older Cosmo Cricket, I think, cut apart sheet. Facebook's year in review. I took screenshots, added it together and printed out. It became engaged, so it was a pretty epic year for me actually. Die Hard, my husband's version of a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas card that I've just cut the front off, used for embellishment, used the back for photos. Shopping list, receipt, getting fined for not having a proper valid train ticket. That's what happens when it's 2 days before Christmas. Your mind tends to be elsewhere, I think. Chipboard on a card, very effective I think. It's a vellum, so I've used photos the same size or thereabouts to back it. Digital frame here, so digital page with just added the smaller photo right on top with some pop dots. Digital template on this side. I've cut out some of the squares and added ephemera from the day. Some pattern paper here, jokes from the Christmas crackers, a card from my dad, some tags that I made my husband. This is a Christmas card, so I've added this wood veneer piece right over the top. Photo from Christmas Day, printed on vellum to add over some, not blank space, but less important element of the photo. Another smaller insert. Journaling card that I've run through the printer. Simple embellishments onto the photos. Another silhouette, I think that's really effective with the pattern paper and a white background. More receipts from a shopping day. Summer here in Australia for Christmas. It was 38 degrees Celsius that day, so an absolute scorcher. We went to the beach. More ephemera, so that was probably pulled from the wrapper of our burger box, I believe. There's pattern paper, some stamping, journaling here. Photos of all my Christmas presents. It's one thing I like to record. I think it'd be nice to look back on the future. Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. So I've created a collage. Photos from a party. These are the glasses. So I've just added them, a whole bunch of them, added them right in the album. Then again, another late night photo that didn't print, it was a bit blurry, didn't come up so well. So I've printed it on vellum and added journaling. Then that's the end. I've added a simple transparency there just to protect the piece of vellum at the back of the album. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Happy to answer. I hope you enjoyed this look through.